Hello and welcome to the replay. I am getting ready to do a class next Saturday where we're going to take these pallet boards and we're going to decorate them up for the fall, Halloween, Thanksgiving season. And you'll be able to do them however you want, whatever color you want, but I'm going to show you real quick. I have these 4 patterns here to choose from. And I'm just going to choose 2 of them today to show really quickly what we're going to be doing. I've got on the event on this page, I've got the spot where you can go ahead and purchase your tickets should you want to do so. I've got 10 spots that were originally available, and those are going, so make sure you get your spot before they're all gone. I'm flying it solo tonight because Hannah is working, so this will be a little strange. I don't know if I'll catch all the comments, but I will have a nice relaxing time. I know that because I always do when I'm talking. All right. Hello, thank you for joining. All right, so I've kind of gone ahead and picked out the colors that I want to do, and I am in love with this shimmer copper we have, and I thought that would be a fun color to use on the palette here. So let me see, pop over here and see if I can get onto my live here. Find myself. Guess I can't. I'm used to having my technician here. Anyway, I'm really kind of drawn to this versus this. So I'm going to go ahead with this pattern here. And then I just use my fingerprint there to pull this off. If you try and pick at it with your nail, you're just going to shred the paper up. So do that real quick. And we do have a fuzzing cloth here to take some of the stick out of it, let it release a little easier from the pallet board. And I'm just going to place this on here, centered as best as I can. And then pressing out all the air bubbles. So that nothing will bleed where I don't want it to go. And because these are metallic flakes in here, I'm going to make sure I stir it really well. I don't want to have an unbalanced chalk paste. And because these are organic and naturally pigmented, they do tend to separate every now and again. So just real quick. And you will see how easy this is. Just dip and smear. I'm going to have some ribbons that everyone can decorate with. I'm going to have some chockable chips, so you can hang that from a ribbon if you want to. I'll have some tags as well. And I am also going to have some accent pieces that you can add over the top. I'm going to show those tonight. Well, just some of them tonight. I'm not going to dig through all of them, but I will have it all set up so that you can choose the design and the accents that you want the night of the class. Just like silkscreen printing on a shirt, just press through that silkscreen there. And I like to go one direction instead of going every which way, just so that I know I don't loosen up my transfer and I get it all through there really well. It's kind of a weird scrapey noise with the metal flakes in there. Can't remember what that's called when things are pleasing to you with the sounds. Okay, so I've got absolutely everything filled in, and I went ahead and removed any of my extra lines that were in there, and Here we go. I'm not sure how the shimmer shows up here on the camera, if you can see it or not. That is really, really pretty. I'm going to dry it real quick. You can use a hair dryer if you have one. I just happen to have this because it's small and compact. I'm just going to dry this. Say hello when you join, please. And it dries super, super fast. All right, so some of the options I have to add as little accent would be thankful, so blessed, together. So you can choose some words if you want to, or if you're not wanting it to be so much Thanksgiving, but you're wanting it to be more for Halloween. I do have chockable chips that you can put trick or treat on, or I have fall leaves. But in my Bible studies, I've really been focusing on being thankful. So I'm going to choose this one to accent, because I believe being thankful is very important. And I want it to really stand out, so I'm going to use black. Because these are not new transfers and they've been used multiple times, they're not going to stick as much, so I did not fuzz it. But you certainly could if you wanted to make sure you don't pull up any of your other chalks. I'm grabbing a different squeegee. Just going to pull that through and scrape off the excess into my jar. Waste not, want not, right? All right. And there we go. All of these, you don't see it, but off screen I'm dumping the transfers into a water bath, and then I'm going to wash them off to be used again. Once they dry, I'll use them again. And I wanted to do this one down here too as well. You can do the letters, the lettering in ombre, and I'll be teaching that on Saturday as well. Different techniques to use for your shading. But for this video here, I'm just going to try and keep it real simple. If you want to get in on the fun stuff, like I said, come join us. And there we go, so blessed and thankful. There's my Thanksgiving themed. Very sparkly. All right, so if this was sitting in the middle of your table, you would have the other side exposed, right? So why not decorate that side as well, correct? Now we can do the little pumpkin here, or this one, I think. Nope, that one won't fit. The stem will not fit. So I'm going to go ahead and go with this one here. And once again with my fuzzing cloth, so it'll let go of the board here. Whoops. I forgot to put my do not disturb on, guys. I'm so sorry about that. Let me real fast see if I can do that. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So I was thinking about putting a ribbon up here, and I have a whole bunch of ribbons up here to choose from. So I'm going to leave this down lower and just place it and squeegee it out again. Just want to get those air bubbles out, get that perfect seal. All right, So for this, I'm wondering about using a different color. I have a papaya, school bus yellow, shimmer gold, curry. If you guys have an opinion, go ahead and pop on and let me know what you think for colors. Let's see. The school bus yellow really isn't yellow at all. It's more of an orange. And maybe I'll mix the shimmer gold since I've already done a shimmer on the other side. So I would say probably not this. Maybe a combination of both. What do you think? I'm going to go ahead and open this one up. It's never been opened before. You'll have to excuse my Band-Aid. I'm sorry. I have a daycare. For some odd reason, I didn't buy any regular Band-Aids. You can see how well sealed they get these to us. And then, like I said, all natural pigments. So we want to mix it up really, really well. I don't know, I'm kind of liking this color by itself. Maybe no ombre at all. Okay. Go ahead and mix this up. You want it to be kind of like a sour cream consistency, a little bit runny. It's kind of like fluff when we first get it. But as you mix it, it will get a little more smooth. You want both there, Carly? All right. I will go ahead and mix up this one as well then. That natural pigmenting I was telling you about, you can really see how it separates here. So you want to mix very, very well. All right. So do you want me to do an ombre? I don't know how it'll look with the stripes, but we can sure give it a shot. All right. Have another squeegee here, one for each color. We don't want to contaminate them. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, going in one direction and not back side to side. I'm just going to go up and down, so I'm not moving my transfer at all. And I'm going to scrape off the excess down below, but I want to leave the extra here, because if I'm going to ombre it, I want to be able to mix it together. You'll notice that this is more thick and this is a little more runny. It's just all depending on the natural pigmenting they use in the colors. I love that they're completely organic. You don't have to worry about toxins or anything getting into your skin while you're crafting. I've seen those warning labels on electrical tape and just different craft supplies that I've used where it says caution, may cause cancer. It's a little disturbing. So I enjoy that I can do this without having to worry. Okay, so I've left a pretty big gap, so we'll see how it works here. I may have to add a little bit more. But all you're going to do is take your finger and blend the two colors together where you had the extras. And then we're going to scrape off the extra through there. My nice messy fingers. Good thing I'm a preschool teacher, huh? I don't mind. All right. I've got all the extra off, so I'm going to go ahead and reveal what this looks like. You can add some distilled water to the chalk to thin it up if you wanted to. I don't tend to. I like to leave it the way that they made it. But if it does start to get thick, I do spritz in some distilled water, and that will take it down and thin it out a little bit. It's just some colors are thick and some aren't, so I guess after the years I've been doing this, I just kind of get used to that. So I'm going to go ahead and dry this up. All right. So this is going to be my Thanksgiving one. So I am going to do together through here. And then I'm going to do a ribbon across and a bow. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me tie a bow and do all that. But I will attach it with a zot. For those of you who don't know what a zot is, it's like a little glue dot. That way I can remove it later if I want to. It's not going to be completely permanent. And so what do you think? On the pumpkin or above the pumpkin? Yeah, actually I do like the way that looks too, where the lighter and the darker kind of go together. And I could show you an ombre with the words too, if you want me to do that. That's always fun. I'm going to go ahead and shut this lid while I wait for you to tell me. Do you want it on the pumpkin or above it? And I shut these chalks up because the air will dry them out pretty quickly. It is chalk after all. So I like to keep them nice and tight. I kind of feel like a dweeb without my little sidekick here with me. She's always talking and keeping it active. Got shimmer silver. I've got shimmer gold. I could do an ombre of those for the words if you think. Or I can just keep it black too. All right. Okay, we'll do it right on it. Oops, and that was crooked. And because this thing is adhesive and it will stick, I don't press super hard on my next layer just because I don't want to push it down and attach it to the layer underneath and then pull that up. Sometimes that can happen. All right, so here's my shimmer gold. We'll see how it turns out on here. If I don't like it, I can always remove it. That's the nice thing about chalk. And then if I absolutely adore it, I can seal it and keep it permanent. I just use a Krylon spray to do that. Okay. So here I'm just doing the top half of Together with a shimmer silver, and I'm leaving it all thick and lumpy because I am going to blend it. And then I'm going to go along the bottom with my shimmer gold, and then just pull it together with my finger. And then I just take off the extra, and I don't keep the extra and put it back in there. Obviously it's contaminated, so most normal people would probably keep a paper towel nearby, but like I said, I'm used to being messy with my kids, so. All right. So I don't know if you can see the glitter. I'm going to wipe my fingers off real quick so I don't get it on my palette. I'll pick this up and move it up closer to the camera. Can you see that shimmer there in that? How pretty is that? And I have some shimmer ribbons in gold and silver and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tie a bow and attach that, like I said, with a zot right here. And I'll take a picture of it and I'll put it in the comments. And if you do like I just did right here and get some chalk on there, all you have to do is take a little Q-tip and water and remove it. Or I just happen to have a Lysol wipe handy, so you can do that as well. This is really quick, really basic. And like I said, I haven't even done the accents or decorated it yet. And we will be doing all of that the day of the class. So if you want to get into this, I will have all the supplies here and we'll have some fun and some food and just get to know each other and enjoy our time together. So let me know if you want to join. Go ahead and purchase the tickets on Eventbrite, I think is what it's called. And I hope I see you there. I love it. I'm glad you can see it. It is gorgeous. One of the things we used to do before we got the shimmer paste is we would take our wet chalk paste, put the transfer on, and then when we removed it while the chalk was still wet, we were pouring really fine glitter on it and letting it harden and dry on there. Because one of the beautiful things about our chalk is when it dries hard and you can't rub it off. So once the glitter had hardened in there, it was awesome. But I absolutely adore that I don't have to take that extra step. They've taken care of it for us, so yay. All right, thank you so much for joining, Carly, and I hope I get to see you at our class, and have a beautiful night. Thank you.